Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Everybody, you all loosen up. This is a good day. We're grateful to be here. We thank you all so much for being here. We're all family. At this time, it is 9 o'clock. According to Mrs. Lee, and I am calling the meeting to order. This time, we would like to call on Reverend Don Abrams from Trinity United Methodist Church, who will lead us with the invocation. We can stand, and then also after that, Councilman Bailey will lead us with the pledge. If we can stand and remain standing for the pledge.
Mr. Mayor, Council, thank you for this privilege.
Thank you.
Would you bow your heads, please? Father, first and foremost, we give thanks and glory to your holy name, that we were able to arise once again this morning to continue to do the business of your kingdom. Father, as these elected officials before me and the department heads of this beautiful city prepare to do the work of this city, may it be always on their mind that your kingdom comes first. May everything we say and do this very morning be pleasing to your eyes and your ears. May we remember to give thanks to the Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, for what he has already done for us on the cross. It is in his glorious and precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Everyone face the flag, please. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Pastor Abrams. You're welcome to stay, but if you decide to leave, it will not be held against you.
Thank you,
We
sir.
promise you that. Thank you, Councilman Bailey. Thank you all so much. Continue on with our agenda. We do not have any presentations or proclamations. So with that, Council, at this time, under the City Clerk, I would like to ask the Council for approval of the regular scheduled meeting minutes for July the 6th work session. May I have a motion for approval of the July 6th work session?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Day. May I have a second? Second, Mr. Gordy. Okay. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day.
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson.
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey.
Abstain.
Councilmember Gordy.
Yes.
Mayor Lo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, Council, also under the City Clerk, I would like to ask the Council for approval of the July the 7th Council meeting. May I have a motion to approve the meeting for July the 7th?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Councilman Gordon. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilwoman Johnson. Okay. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day.
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson.
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey.
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy.
Yes.
Mayor Lo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee. Now, Council, proceeding on the City Council. At this time, are there any unfinished business? Okay, since there is not any, we will proceed with the resolutions and on administration. The first resolution is resolution number 2021-135 to be ratified in reference to authorizing the mayor and the city manager to sign a contract agreement with the Oracle Elevator Company in the amount of $129,690. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas, due to the age and availability of components, that has been determined that the elevator located in the Phenix City Municipal Building is in need of replacement and upgrade. And whereas Oracle Elevator, through maintenance contract with the City of Phenix City, has provided a proposal for the necessary services for a fee of $129,690. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, does hereby authorize the mayor and city manager to sign an agreement with Oracle Elevator Company to provide services as outlined in the proposal dated June the 20th, 2021. Passed, approved, and adopted this 9th day of July, 2021. Ratified this 20th day of July, 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee. Council, we've heard the reading of the resolution. At this time, I would like to ask for a motion to approve, to ratify this approval of this resolution. May I have a motion to ratify?
Motion. Motion to
All
ratify.
right, motion, Councilwoman Johnson, that's the second, Councilman Gordy. We have that, Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any comments, questions, or discussion? Okay.
Yes.
Resolution number 2021-136, in reference to authorize act at the C Club Gymnasium and Fire Training Center in the amount of $46,000.
Whereas the City of Phenix City is concerned for and committed to evidenced by that commitment, the city wishes to make application to the Energy Division of the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs for grant assistance from the State Energy Program for the purpose of completing an HVAC upgrade on the C Club Gymnasium and the Fire Training Center, both housed in the C Club Recreation Center. And whereas the cost of the replacement units is quoted at $86,416.25. And whereas the ADECA Energy Division grant provides 80% of the cost of the retrofit, which would be the maximum allowed at $40,000, and requires the city to provide the remaining at least 20% of the cost, which would be $46,416.25. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City hereby authorizes the filing of said application, including all names and assurances contained therein, and directs to provide such additional information as may be required. Be it further resolved that the City of Phenix City will provide $46,416.25 for the cost share requirement to make the project whole, and will be responsible for any cost 14th day of July 2021, ratified this 20th day of July 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Council, we've all heard the reading of the resolution. At this time, I would like to ask for a motion to ratify for approval of this resolution. May I have a motion to?
Motion to ratify.
Motion, Councilman Day. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Day. Council, at this time, are there any comments or questions, discussion? Okay. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, council, proceeding on administration. C, we have a resolution R1 LLC. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. This resolution is made this 20th day of July 2021 by the City of Phenix City MR1 LLC, the company. And whereas the company has announced plans for a new project with the to the Tax Incentive Reform Act of 1992, Section 40-9B-1, Code of Alabama 1975, the Act, the company has requested from the granting authority an abatement of all state and local non-educational property taxes. And whereas the company has requested that the abatement of state and local non-educational property taxes be extended for a period of 5 years in accordance with the Act. And whereas the granting authority has considered the request of the company and the completed applications, copy attached, filed with the granting of information contained in the company's application to be sufficient to permit the granting authority to determine the economic benefits to the community. And whereas the construction of the project will involve a capital investment of the company is duly qualified to do business in the state of Alabama and has powers to enter into and to observe the agreements and covenants on its company, that it has power under that Constitution now therefore be it resolved by the granting authority the application of the company, and the same may apply to educational property taxes 40 Section 2, the governing body of the Section 3, a certificate to the company to deliver to the Section 4, the governing body of the granting authority is authorized to take any and all actions necessary or desirable to accomplish the purpose of the foregoing of this resolution. Passed, approved, and adopted this 20th day of July 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Get you a drink of water. Let your throat. Council, we've heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion for approval. Please, may I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Councilman Day. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Gordon. Comments or discussion? Okay. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, council on the building department. We have a resolution awarding bids for the demolition and removal of structures at the following locations: 1908 10th Avenue, J and J 1011 10th Avenue, J Corporation, $5,200. Incorporation South, J&J South, J&J Land Development, 4th Street South, J&J Land Development Incorporation, $4,100. Council, at this time, at the pleasure of the council, I will ask the clerk to read one master resolution, if that's okay with the council, and we'll take all of those in one setting, okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the city of Phenix City has solicited bids for the demolition of structure as required by the Alabama bid law. Demolition of the structures at the following locations are as follows: 1908 10th Avenue, J&J Land Development Incorporated, $5,200. 1911 10th Avenue, J&J Land Development Incorporated, $2,600. 1013 1205 16th Avenue, 119 14th Court, J&J Land Development Incorporated, $4,200. 805 04 2nd Street South, J&J Land 01 4th Street South, J&J Land Development Incorporated, $5,100. J&J Land Development Incorporated, $4,100. Will be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama accepts these apparent low bids and shall award said bids as referenced above. Passed, approved, and adopted this 20th day of July, 2021.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir.
Council, we've all heard the
Motion to approve.
all right, we have a motion by comments or discussion.
All right, on yesterday, I asked a question that, how much time? And I think Mr. Hill made a statement saying 30 days now. What is the weather, how do weather play in that? They give them more time if it's bad weather or something?
If it's consistent, they go back to the building department and deal with it. By permits, a few at a time. When he buys those permits, he has 30 days from when he buys those permits. So it's going to be like a series
Oh,
of
okay,
30 days, okay?
Okay.
So, but, I mean, like to tear houses down in the rain, it keeps the dust down and that kind of thing.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gil. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. Any other comments?
Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next council on the building department is a resolution in reference to declaring property a public nuisance and authorizing and directing the Housing Abatement Board to take the necessary action to demolish, remove, and clear all building material, trash, and debris from property located at 2000 9th Avenue. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City of Phenix City has declared the property located at 2000 9th Avenue, Phenix City, Alabama, to be a public nuisance in accordance with Alabama State Law, Section 1153A-1. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the Housing Abatement Board is hereby authorized and directed to take the necessary action to demolish, remove, and clear all building materials, trash, and debris from property to have the lot cleared at 2000 9th Avenue, Phenix City, Alabama. Be it further resolved that the cost of the demolition by the City of Phenix City, Alabama shall be assessed against the property taxes. Passed, approved, and adopted this 20th day of July, 2021.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lee.
Yes, sir.
Council, we've all heard the resolution. At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion for approval. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Councilman Gordon. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Day. Council, are there any comments or discussion? Okay. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, council, proceeding on the economic development. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing the mayor and city manager to enter into a contract with Carl Wright to purchase property located at 1102 16th Avenue in the amount of $6,000. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City Council of the City of Phenix City is committed to the economic growth and development of the city. And whereas the City of Phenix City has residential property for sale at 1102 16th Avenue. And whereas the city has received an offer to purchase the property for $6,000 from Carl Wright. And whereas the city accepts the offer and agrees to sell the property for the above referenced price of $6,000 to be paid at closing. Now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama does hereby accept the offer from Carl Wright for the purchase of 1102 16th Avenue in the amount of $6,000 as outlined above, and does hereby authorize the mayor and city manager to sign all necessary documents necessary to finalize the purchase of said property. Passed, approved, and adopted this 20th day of July 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir.
Council, we've heard the resolution. May I have a motion for approval, please? May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Motion, Councilman Bailey. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Gordon. All right, Melvin, we have that. We have a motion and a second. Council, are there any comments or discussion? Okay. Call for the vote. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes. Is everyone comfortable? It's not too hot, too cool? Okay. Good. Proceeding on now, Council, on the Parks and Recreation Department. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing and directing the mayor and the city manager to sign a contract with MDS Lighting Incorporation for stage roofing at the Phenix City Amphitheater, September the 4th, 2021 through October the 23rd, 2021. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the City of Phenix City desires to provide high-quality entertainment for its citizens, and whereas the City of Phenix City would like to enter into a contract with MDS Lighting Incorporated for stage roofing at the Phenix City Amphitheater, September the 4th, 2021 through October the 23rd, 2021. And whereas the City of Phenix City agrees to pay a total of $24,000 to be paid to MDS Lighting Incorporated upon completion of installation. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the mayor and city manager, as authorizing officials, are hereby authorized and directed to sign the contract with MDS Lighting Incorporated for stage roofing at the Phenix City Amphitheater, September the 4th, 2021 through October the 23rd, 2021. Passed, approved, and adopted this 20th day of July, 2021.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Lee.
Yes, sir.
Council, we've heard the resolution. May I ask for a motion for approval of this resolution? May I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve.
All right, that's a motion by Councilman Day. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilwoman Johnson. Council, are there any comments or discussion?
Yeah, just a brief comment, Mayor. So yesterday, we thank the Parks and Rec for getting back to some of the events that will be brought to Phenix City, which is a good thing. But we also stated that in the midst of this, being very cautious about how we do it. My question is, with the roofing here, is this a permanent fixture or this is temporary, just for some of the events that will be oncoming?
Yes, ma'am, it's temporary.
Temporary.
It's a staging roof. We
Okay.
started this about 5 years ago. A lot of the acts and stuff that come to the amphitheater require an engineer stamp for a roofing system. At the time, our system was antiquated. It was cheaper to do this than it was to try to get ours reconfigured. This is something we do every year. It is removable. They'll put it up and take it down at the end of the concert series.
Okay, concert series. And that could be, within a year. If we have, a concert, this month.
It's just between September the 3rd and October the 23rd.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other comments or discussion?
Let me take that a little farther, because it's a good question that you asked. It's a real good question. What we are doing in the process, we are looking at retrofitting our stage also with this particular vendor. So after you get this custom made to fit that, Todd, you want to talk about that part? What we plan
Todd,
to
if
do?
you can.
It's a little larger to look at in the future because the upkeep, it came out to be cheaper at that time, but what we are doing now is it's going to cost some money, but tell them the rest of the plan.
Yes, sir. Getting with Mr. Hunter, we've been, like I said, we've been renting it for several years now, and we come up with a plan to possibly purchase this system ourselves to help us save some dollars in the long run. All y'all that are familiar with our amphitheater, it has a lighting structure, the metal structure that's there that was originally designed for the lighting roofing system that we had in place at the time. Because of the size that has to fit under that, this particular roofing system we get, it has to be manufactured, because it doesn't meet, it's not an average size that they normally use. So what we're looking to do is, once this guy gets this done, we'll obviously look at trying to purchase this from him so that we'll own it. And then it'll be up to us to take it down and put it up for our concert series, and hopefully it'll save some money in the long run.
So the one who's bringing is going to be outfitted to the stage itself, right?
That's right, underneath the structure that's there now. Yes, sir.
We have to make some adjustments because it's not an upkeep to them and making sure they stay inspected well. Because as you see around the country, a lot of times you see in acts and stuff, you see stages fall.
Exactly.
And a lot of the time, so it's something that when you're at the off seasons, those stages are so heavy to move, they're set there. So you have to look at, and that's what happened years ago, to the one that where we had some deterioration, to the one from years ago, because the amphitheater's been there for some years now. So you have to start looking at what you have to do, but it's costly, but with this new person we're looking at trying to do that. So that's something that probably you'll see in next year's budget.
So, Mr. Hunter, I'm to understand that, you know, it's going to be a seasonal thing. Once you take it down, you set it someplace for,
Well, we will have to look at which way we're going to keep it down there, which parts they're going to take and move and warehouse. It depends on how that structure is built this time. Because it's got to be custom to the different states.
thank you.
Okay. Good job.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Mr. Hunt. Any other questions, council? If not, at this time, I'd like to call for the vote. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Proceeding on the Parks and Recreation Department, we have a resolution in reference to enter into a contract with East Coast Entertainment for the Breakfast Club to perform at the Phenix City Art Park September the 4th, 2021. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the city of Phenix City desires to provide quality entertainment for its citizens. And whereas the city of Phenix City would like to enter into a contract with East Coast Entertainment for the Breakfast Club to perform at the Phenix City Art Park on September the 4th, 2021. And whereas the city of Phenix City agrees to pay a total of $6,250 split into 2 equal parts, with the first to be paid up front as a deposit and the other to be paid to the band at sound check. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the mayor and city manager, as authorizing officials, are hereby authorized and directed to sign the contract with East Coast Entertainment for the Breakfast Club to perform at the Phenix City Art Park September the 4th, 2021. Passed, approved, and adopted this 20th day of July, 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee. Council, we've heard the resolution, the reading of the resolution. May I have a motion to approve, please?
Motion to
All right, motion by Councilman Gordon, that's a second. Councilwoman Johnson. We have that, Mrs. Lee?
Yes.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or discussion? Okay, Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Proceeding on, council, on the police department. We have a resolution in reference to authorizing the mayor and city manager to enter into a contract with the city of Auburn for professional services. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Whereas the city of Phenix City, Alabama, and the city of Auburn, Alabama, desire to enter into a contract with the city of Auburn for professional services utilizing the Phenix City Police Department. And whereas it would be a benefit to the city of Auburn and the city of Phenix City to enter into a contract for professional services and have a mutual aid agreement between the Phenix City Police Department and the Auburn Division of Police. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Phenix City, Alabama, that the mayor and city manager as authorizing officials and Raymond J. Smith as chief of police are hereby authorized and directed to sign the necessary documents for the above referenced MOU and professional services contract with the city of Auburn. Passed, approved, and adopted this 20th day of July, 2021.
Thank you again, Mrs. Lee. Council, we've heard the reading of the resolution. At this time, I would like to ask the council for a motion for approval, please.
Motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Councilman Day. May I have a second, Council?
Second.
Second, Councilman Bailey. Comments, questions, or discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I know this is something, Mr. Hunt, we've been doing ever since I've been on council, but I would like for the chief to remind our citizens when they see our officers over there in uniform, this is something that we've been doing for a number of years now. But see, some of the folks go to the game, they say, what are our officers doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Mr. Day, Mayor, Council. As Mr. Day said, we've been doing this for a number of years. This is a good working relationship with the city of Auburn. Because of their football games and other events, major concerts, they draw sometimes 150, 200,000 people to the city of Auburn during those events, and their police department obviously couldn't handle all that many people on their own. Because Phenix City lies in Lee County, many people forget that the police in Phenix City actually have arrest power throughout the county of Russell and throughout the county of Lee. Our primary jurisdiction, of course, is in the city of Phenix City, but our secondary jurisdictions include all of Lee County, which Auburn resides in. So, as sworn law enforcement officers in the state of Alabama, they're authorized to make arrests throughout the county of Lee and Russell. And when we make this MOU, we work for the primary jurisdiction, Auburn, during the time of game, and we become secondary to their command and control. And this is a formalized agreement to make sure that we are operating in a way that keeps command and control straight, keeps accountability. So, to Mr. Dave's point, yes, you'll see police officers from all over the two counties, both Auburn and Lee. So they'll be working in Auburn as a secondary law enforcement agency to assist Auburn in keeping order during large crowd events, things like that. Any other questions?
Yeah, Chief, now, they're not held for something happened to our officer. Auburn is responsible for that.
As part of the MOU, yes, part of the MOU, they don't fall under our work comp.
Yeah.
They'll fall under Auburn University's, or Auburn, City of Auburn work comp. So yes, that's part of the agreement. So if Auburn officers could come in here for one reason or another, then yes, those insurance liabilities will be covered by the City of Auburn.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mr. Day. Any other comments or discussion? Okay, if not, Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordon?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now, council, on the ordinance. I said ordinance, not ordinance. Ordinance. I'm saying one. Ordinance. I know yesterday at the work session we discussed two ordinances, but the first one is being removed because of the some of the language in it is not jiving is exactly what we want, so that one will be removed for the first reading, council. Okay?
Okay.
So the one that we discussed yesterday for the first reading will be removed due to some of the language. It's been removed from the agenda because some of the language that we need to put in there, it doesn't jive exactly what we wanted to say. So for that reason, that ordinance will be removed. But proceeding on to the second ordinance, second reading, it is the ordinance to amend section 16.04 of the merit system rules and regulations of the city of Phenix City, Alabama. The first reading was held on July the 7th, 2021. I am not going to ask the clerk to reread that for approval, council. So with that said, I would like to ask for a motion for approval. We got the motion by Councilman Day. May I have a second? Second. Second, Councilman Gordon. At this time, council, I would like to call for the vote. Mrs. Lee.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
On our attorney, Mr. Jimmy Graham. Mr. Graham? And more importantly, good to see back.
Yes. We've got our scope plumbing incorporated, during the course his water meter and some of his piping was damaged, you got and basically what they did, they went ahead and repaired it. Utilities had as Ranger put in her memorandum, happened, which is new. I recommend that we deny the claim and refer them to Newell Bush to pay for their repairs.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Grant.
Yes, sir.
Council, we've heard the recommendation from our attorney. I would like to ask for a motion to approve his recommendation. May I have a motion for his approval? Motion to approve. All right, motion by Councilman Gordon. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Councilman Bailey. Okay. Any comments? Council? Okay. I'd like to call for the vote. Mrs. Lee?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Day?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Bailey?
Yes.
Councilmember Gordy?
Yes.
Mayor Lo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Thank you, Mr. Grant. Thanks, Council. Thanks, Department Head. Thanks everyone for being here, and thank the ones that are joining the CTV feed. With that said, Council, is anyone like to have anything they would like to say before I call upon the city manager? Okay. Nothing, Mr. Hunt?
Okay, I'm sorry. No, would you like to go over right fast? I heard I say this to you. I thought about it Thursday. We have the budget hearing coming up. Just to inform the public.
It'll be the budget public hearing on Thursday at 7 p.m. here at the Martin Island Park Community Center, if anyone would like to attend. We do have the face mask ordinance in place, and we would have to check your temperature before you come in.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the other thing we look at. And as we were watching the news and taking a look at that, and we seeing the numbers starting to change throughout the U.S., we understand that this pandemic is not going anywhere right now. So even in looking at this MOU, the chief will make sure that our officers follow their protocol, because we know we're hearing all the talk about football games is going to be full capacity. But I think a lot of things are going to change before then, the way things are going right now. It's very conservative, and the same way we had to take caution last year and looking at what's going on, we can see what's in front of us. We can wish and hope and pray about it, about a lot of things that we get believed it is, but at the same time, we got to recognize that we may. So I hope that everybody will be cautious and not relax too much, that, because it's taking a chance. And it's frightening now to see on the news this morning the recommendation for all the children returning back to school that they have to be in face masks throughout the United States. That's a big recommendation. So really just looking and trying to do the right things as adults to try to protect these children's futures. I think that's a large and heavy concern for everyone. So I just pray that everybody try to be cautious and take a look and understand that we are not from under this pandemic yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hunt. Thanks to the council. We certainly appreciate you all. We do hang our hats on being consistent. But I do want to say this, and I'm not going to try to take much time, but I want to be very, very direct, emphatically direct. Just on yesterday, our city manager's character was attacked. And and I appreciate you not addressing it, which he did follow the advice of his counsel. However, it's just funny how life is. I'm being attacked, and I can handle it. I'm tough. And the only reason why I'm gonna do what Mr. Hunter did yesterday, because I did talk to another council member, and we pretty much agreed, not to just hit it directly head on. But now I'm being castigated. I'm being lied upon, which I can take it. I'm tough. You can be good and tough. want everybody to know that. But now, when it comes to my wife being attacked, now, I'm saying this emphatically. If that continues to happen, I'm going to hit it head on with this person. Okay? Now, I draw a line in the sand when it comes to my wife and my family. But I want to say this. If this person and persons continue to do that and castigate my wife, now I'm going to hit it head on, and I'm going to call your name. Now, I'm drawing a line in the sand. Okay? Now, if it continues, I'm telling you, I'm not going to stand by and let that happen. You can do it to me, all because of a ball that we have to give kids scholarship monies. Now, I can take it. I can handle it. But now, I'm not going to let you continue to castigate my wife. Okay? And this person knows who I'm talking about. Now, that may be your strategy, but I'm going to tell you, it will work. And I'm telling you that. It will work. Because I don't give a rat tail. Okay? So, if that continues, we're going to have some problems. Now, you can take all these things away from me, but you're not going to do that, and you're not going to take my character. Because I can get some more money, because I'm not afraid to work. Okay? Now, that's it. I'm drawing the line in the sand, so I just want you to know. Now, it's working, but I refuse to allow that to continue to happen. And the only reason I'm not addressing it today, because I did listen to one of our council members, and what happened yesterday, our city attorney listened to us. But if it continues, we're going to have to hit it head on, and I'm going to call names now, even business owners. Okay? So with that, we thank CTV Bean. We appreciate this community. I appreciate the council. And again, we do stand adjourned. Thank you.